Hello, everyone. I hope you're having a lovely day, and welcome back to Grateful April, the event where we get to take some time throughout this month and reflect upon our art journeys. And in doing that, we practice some gratitude. Today is day 29. Oh my gosh, one more day. Art block. The dreaded A word. I feel like I should put a censor. uh, Draw or write about what art block means to you. Maybe destroy it, give it the same treatment as flames. You never know. I was thinking for today to actually do this in real time while talking to you guys a bit. So this may be a longer video. I'm going to try to keep it as concise as possible. I may have to do some editing, but I just felt like I knew throughout this month I wanted to do at least one video in real time. I just didn't know which one it would be because, it's hard to anticipate when I'm going to have more time for prompts than others. And yeah, this week I do apologize for uploading day 28 a bit late. It turned into a much longer video than I originally anticipated. And then I had other stuff planned and did end up getting around to editing and uploading until midnight. So, yeah, I'm surprised this hasn't happened more often because, Murphy's Law. But you gotta, just take it as you go along, keep going because it's like you're so close. But I really have this weird habit of getting about 3/4 finished with something and then just all of a sudden wanting to drop it and work on something else or start a new project. It's like, dude, you're practically there. Why don't you just finish it? And it's like, I don't know. But that's just something I've had to learn to adjust to after all these years, I guess, because that was a really bad habit a couple of years ago. So anyway, I'm thinking with this picture of art block here, I'm gonna move this character down a bit. I'm trying to think of a way to convey almost literally how art block feels to me at the time. I'm thinking like you're going along your journey, and I've never really seen art block necessarily as a wall. Like some people like to think of it like a brick wall where, some people have to climb around it or some people want to just burst through it. They think like that's the best way to go about handling it. I tend to think that art block isn't always a literal, or I wouldn't say it's as literal maybe. For me, I think of it more like as like you're on this journey. My cat wants to add some feedback. Okay, you can officially say all of my cats have added commentary. MVPs, my kitties. And now I've lost my train of thought. You're, walking along this path on your way to, and granted, I emphasize journey with art because you're not really you're not really aiming for just a certain destination. As long as you want to be if you want to draw for the rest of your life, there never is going to be a destination with your art. That's just how it is because you're always going to want to improve and you're always going to want to strive for greater things. And even, if landing that job or that getting that certain recognition, if that's what your destination was, like if that's what you were hoping to do, then yeah, okay, that makes sense. But for most of us, it's more just getting better and hoping someday to be satisfied, but still, come to accept that our art can always be better, even though, because I know some people who are fantastic artists, but they just hate their work. And maybe what they're trying to go for, I haven't asked them, but who knows? maybe they're just, I have this feeling that they're aiming for a certain degree of acceptance, because we all know that we want to improve, but there are some people who just, no matter how hard they work and no matter how much they improve, they are just never, their work, it doesn't even, you wonder sometimes if they even like art because they just seem so dissatisfied. And yeah, so what I'm getting at here is along the art journey, it's not as easy. And that was really one of the things I wanted to emphasize with this event, is that you don't necessarily have an easy time going through it. And that's why I feel even when times are good, like, you need to be grateful for those moments, because you never know when things are going to get rough. And um it with this, I feel with art block is that you suddenly feel a sort of weight on you. It can, whether it's through different means, and I wanted to make a sort of topic video with the series Finish This With Me about this, but um yeah, I don't know, because it's really hard to get into this without, trying to specify, well, who's your audience in this case, because if you don't get your right audience, then there could be some awful repercussions. uh this anatomy looks funky. It's okay. I'm trying not to take too long. I'm going for a certain idea. But I feel like you're still trying to push forward. And some people, the weight, I feel with things such as comparison, because some people have told me that art block is when they just don't feel the motivation because they don't like their work, or because, when they compare themselves, they just lose all the drive to improve, because, like, I'll never be as good as them. And I've experienced that myself. I feel like I mentioned that before. Yeah, I just mentioned it on the other day. And I think that's why a lot of professional artists are like, you need to learn to get over that, because they may feel the same way, but when you are a professional, because it's your job, you don't get the privilege to sit back and try to take, because some people say take a break if you want to get over art block. Maybe you just need some time away, or, try doing other things. When you're a professional and it's your job to draw, you don't get to take you don't really get to take mental health days like that, especially because I know at least one person who has been suffering with art block for months, if not years. And, like, if you want to be professional, there's, the professional would say, almost callously, like, dude, you're just not going to have a job then, because you're just going to get fired. You have to keep producing. And some people have also classified it as burnout, but I also, again, it's really difficult to define it, because some people consider it to be burnout and other people just say, no, burnout's burnout. It's not that you don't have ideas, it's just that you don't know how long it will be until you feel like you can muster up the energy to get back into it. So it gets really complicated again. And with this picture, I'm just illustrating how it gets tough. And I feel like it's a compilation of many emotions and just all around resistance. I've been reading the book by Stephen Pressfield called The War on Art, and he talks about this recurring theme of resistance, where if you're trying to do something that is going to elicit change, if you're trying to make a big change in your life, if you're, say, eating healthier, exercising, implementing just a better lifestyle in general, you're going to have forces almost out of the blue just try to put you down and keep you stationary. And he calls this resistance. And art falls under that category too, because you are trying to create this thing that has never existed before. And even if you get into the whole topic of trying to be original, but even if you've drawn 500 mermaids, the next one you draw is still unique. It's hard to explain this while trying to write at the same time. But basically, it's just different things coming out of the woodwork to try and slow you down, to try and keep you from doing the thing that you're trying to do. And granted, there are things that also come out of the woodwork to try and help you as well. I know that with Grateful April, for example, there are people who we've been talking a lot, and some good friends who are sharing the videos and liking the videos and commenting. Like, you guys, I really do appreciate that, and I really can't stress it enough. But there are also things like being tired and thinking of different things that I'm supposed to be doing in my week to try and put myself out there more. It I don't know, it just weighs on me, and I feel there are just some aspects of life that just want to make you curl up in a ball and sleep instead of getting up and putting extra effort because it feels like you're already spent. Yeah, I feel like this topic is all over the place. I do apologize for the random tangents. I may kick this a bit into time lapse just so I can get some writing done. Because it's like trying to write words and speak words is like too much multitasking for my brain. So yeah, I think I'll do that real quick. Let me get back to you. Okay, guys, sorry for the need for the time lapse, but I just had a hard time really focusing. um, I do hope that you enjoyed this video, and another cat is here to give her critique now. She's like, no, work on it more. I think I'm good for today, sweetie. um, yeah, I'm really glad you guys have followed me along on this journey, and even though you may deal with some of these things, and however you define art block, whatever it is that pushes you back or holds you down, it's as cheesy as that quote is, it's not how many times you're knocked down, it's how many you get up. It wouldn't become cheesy if it wasn't real in the first place. Kind of like how cliches are made. The reason why they're cliches is because there was a time when they were effective. Yeah, so I think what I'm gonna do, well, yeah, I hope you guys can tune in tomorrow for day 30, and I think, well, now I'm trying to think what should I do to destroy this? I mean, I could, you know what? I think I might actually just print it off and, oops.